up, snitches? Welcome back to another episode of We Want Gossip with Meredith and Steph. We are back this week recapping the season premiere of The Bachelor.
We've been waiting, people, waiting. For Gossip of the Week, we have quite a lineup. We have to talk about the Kardashians, mainly Kylie Jenner. Then we need to talk about all of the diss tracks, Miley Cyrus's and Shakira's, and then a little bit of Dubai action. Let's get into it.
Update. Okay.
Let's just dive into The Bachelor. Scratch whatever we were going to talk about. I mean, we don't need to talk about anything other than the fact that it's the premiere.
And it's Zach. And everybody's been kind of feeling every which way about it. Nobody's like mad necessarily, but just kind of like bored.
And it's just like the same. I mean, but here's the thing, what I've heard about the season is it's going to be kind of like Hannah Brown's. Where it's like, Nobody wanted Hannah Brown. Everybody was like, Hannah Brown is going to be an awful bachelorette. And then she was one of the best ever. So it's like, people are saying that about Zach. I don't know if I 100% believe it. But I will say that the premiere of this, I liked him way more than I thought I would have.
This always happens. Everybody's judging before it gets started. Either way, doesn't matter. I'm in. I'm all in. Mm-hmm. Guilty pleasure. Mm-hmm. So what do you want to kick it off with?
Pros.
About Zach.
Pros about Zach and cons. So... Pros, which this is kind of a pros con thing, where it's kind of both, but he's an ugly duckling. And what I mean by that is he was like, he talks about, how he like he wasn't like the cutest in high school. Before he came on the show, like he used to be a bigger dude and he lost like a lot of weight. And because of that, I feel like he's a really good guy because he's not like the typical dude that's like knows how hot he is and has grown up his entire life being told how hot he is just to come on Bachelor and be told how hot he is. Yeah. Like, he seemed more of he had to develop his personality a little bit,
and he's not like, he doesn't come off as, like, entitled to being, like, the it dude. Like,
yes, no. Yeah. Like, I feel like he is really understanding and kind of more of, like, a laid-back guy where he is, like, feels lucky to be in their presence, whereas sometimes I feel like The Bachelor and The Bachelorette are, like, you're lucky to be in my presence. Totally. Like, I'm the prize. Yeah. So, like I said, kind of a pro, kind of a con, but, like, more of a pro is where I'm taking it. Next thing, good guy energy. Totally. Kind of based off what I just said. Like he is just a giving good guy.
Right. He better not piss us off.
I know. I feel like he's not gonna. I mean, just based off of the way he handled things, even on night one, I'm like, you're giving me good guy energy.
Totally. And it's like, and he also didn't even make such a big scene when, we'll get to it, but when Madison goes home or whatever, he didn't let that ruin the night for other girls or be like, I don't know if it's going to work with anybody then. One thing that goes wrong, especially the first night, is easy to like get in their heads. Yeah. It's been totally cool.
Absolutely. And then also his voice. I mean, what a pro.
I know. Everybody keeps talking about it.
It's because it's like timber. Yeah. It's like it's like a prince voice where it's booming.
He is a prince.
He's a prince.
Like the boy next door prince.
Yes. Mr. Good Guy Prince. Yeah. And then also a pro is the sweetness of him asking to kiss the girls. And we were talking about this before we started filming, where it's like, there's been times in the past where guys have asked to kiss on the show and it's cringe. Mm-hmm. It's like, I've been dying to kiss you, or like it's just like he can't make the move. He can't make the solid transition to kissing, so it's like weird, like can I kiss you? Yeah.
There's a difference. It's all about the delivery.
It is.
And it's also like those are when you do it the wrong way and the cringe way of asking, it's because like it's almost like you don't know in the moment if that's the moment to kiss. Like, so you're trying to make it that moment. Instead, he already knew they both wanted to kiss each other. Yeah. And so he did it perfectly. We asked for consent.
Yes.
What did you say?
Nothing sexier than consent.
Yes, ma'am. The way he delivered it, I loved it. I mean, 10 out of 10. And
also it was like sweet. It was like just like a little sweetness. He just
wanted to do it so bad.
And it was not like, I think one time he's like, can I kiss you? But like, he was like, I'd like to kiss you. Yeah. And they're like, batter up.
Oh, please.
So, loved that.
Yep.
Zach cons. Very similar to any male. Cringe and boring. Yeah. I'm just like...
And hey, not the worst thing to have as your cons is your little cringe. Just corny. Corny is a little bit of the word, and a little bit boring. I'm just like... your regular dude that
Yes.
we've seen 100 times.
You know why I just realized that Zach has such like a booming, deep voice? His freaking uncle is David Puddy from Seinfeld. I mean, think about Puddy's voice.
Why are we all forgetting that?
And that right there, it's like I'm the biggest Seinfeld fan there is on planet Earth.
Yeah.
So it's like David Puddy. I mean, hey, you're winning some points with me for being his nephew.
No shit.
Oh, off to a good start with Zach.
Yeah, and he even said that, you know, if you're looking for the normal, like, stupid bullshit kind of drama on the season, like, you're not going to get the same kind of thing. And we were both agreeing of, like, we obviously love the drama. That's why we watch it. But it does get to a point when it's just the same drama that's annoying, unnecessary drama.
And I hate nothing more than when the men or the Bachelorette, like, enable it. But the women are so much better at shutting it down. You know, like, the men almost enable the fighting a little bit sometimes. Like, I think back to Peter's season when it's like everybody hated Elena. And then he sends Elena home, and then she comes back, and he lets her come back. Where it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
The morale is low when you do that shit.
Right. And another pro for Zach, actually, let's back it up, is that he's got, like, sisters. And so it's like, I mean, that's always a good sign, you know, of like, when you have sisters or like a guy that's been around girls plenty, it's like,
you get them more.
Yeah, they get you.
Yes.
Like, you can poop in front of them.
It's like my brother David.
Yes.
He's been forced my entire life with me, you, Steph, or me, you, Tess, Allie. It's like, too much.
Yeah, where your girlfriends are going to be lucky that you have literally seen, nothing can really surprise you.
No, not at this point. Not at all. And now let's hop into the limo
or
entrance.
Should we say out of the limo?
Yeah, for real. This is where it really goes down in the DMs where I'm just like, let's freaking get into it. So
well, first of all, let me just say, it's going to be a million times of Meredith saying the names and me being like, can we look up the photo? Who is that? Struggle with the names. Always do for the first few weeks.
I will put the photo of who we're talking about like in the corner so we can, you know.
People like me.
We can remember who we're talking about.
Meredith's just rattling off the names. I'm like, you just watched this one time through. And you know 30 people's names and their bios and their ages.
I was really trying to pay attention when I was writing down. I even tried to give you like crib notes.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, of like syrup, like Vermont.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So we've broken them up into 4 categories. Obsessed, cringe, honorable mentions, and potential villains.
Yes.
So now let's start off with obsessed. First one that I really liked was Davia. Never heard that name before.
Yeah, cute.
But she was cute. I liked her energy. She seemed like girl next door, and I loved her dress. It was different, and for some reason, every single girl this season wore sparkle.
I know.
Like intense
like
sparkle.
Pageant.
Like pageant prom.
Yeah,
where I was
pageant
like,
prom.
Whoa, we are giving full sparkle, like the designs too.
I like when it's different. Like, but not like in your face so different, like, you know, where it's not gaudy or like, but it's still you stand out.
Absolutely.
You're not boring.
No.
But different than everybody
like
else's.
her dress was genuinely different. It was like flowy and it had like the deep, you know, like the deep slit. Loved everything about it.
And the champagne, I think if I had to do an entrance, it'd be let's do shots or let's do a drink, you know, something that's like a fun drink thing. Like,
loved the champagne for her. That was such a good idea.
Good icebreaker.
Okay, next up is Gabby.
Looks like Charli D'Amelio. Meredith caught that one. There's so many people in this season that look like
other people
that we know or like celebrities. Like,
yes.
So she looks like Charli D'Amelio, and she kicks it off with the syrup. That's her entrance. Having him taste the syrup. Is he not a... Are you a syrup or syrup person?
Syrup.
Syrup, me too. I don't know why I said syrup. I do say supper, though. I'm a supper person.
Supper is a classic Stephanie-ism. But back to the syrup thing. Yeah, I mean, I feel like he went about that a little bit weirder. Like, I mean, it was a weird thing. Why are we drinking syrup? But also it's like, it's fine to drink. Shit, I'll drink syrup.
Or like a cute little like teacup to have him like taste it. Do like, or like biscuits and syrup or something.
Well,
I don't
also
know what you pair with it.
The drinking vessel was bad, where it's like the little lip where he's like,
yeah.
Where I go, okay.
Why are we chugging it? It's like, do we have like a little like croissant with it or something?
Can you bring me pancakes? Like, what the hell? Next up, I wouldn't say this is obsessed, but Kat cracks me up. I'm not obsessed with her. I think she's a funny element to have, and I don't think she's going to be a villain. I think she's going to be more of like a joke, and that sounds bad. A floater, but like I think she's there to bring some like lighthearted energy. Yeah. Like when she keeps going like the gabagoo. Yeah, I don't know why I like it. And
they absolutely hoed her with the meatballs.
Yeah, which I thought it was funny. She was giving Gabby energy there.
I was
where I go like shoving him, and she's like, no, another one. Bring it in.
It was just the zoom in with the barbecue on the teeth. I go,
on the hands.
Like, everybody's trash too. So I'm like, that is a drunk eating you're doing. Like with the, like just the cameras always know how to hoe people.
Yes, they do.
Snotty tissues. It's a zoom in of the nose. Like, snotty. Can we not?
Or then another obsessed for me, I would say, do you like her as well, Katie?
Which one's that?
Katie's the one that's gorgeous that looks like Tana Mojo's friend.
Okay, yes, that's what we were saying. She looks like Ashley Swan or whatever. They look just alike. Same, the way they talk, their teeth, nose, eyes.
Yes.
Weird.
She was like really, really pretty, but like for some reason he doesn't seem enamored with her. Like when she was like talking to him, like she had her hand on him and he was like,
but then they kissed and they had a good kiss.
They did kiss, but I'm like, his body language just didn't seem into it. Like she was definitely like leading the combo and like
asking questions.
She was like the eyes, the daggers.
Leaning in.
Yes, leaning in, and he's like avoiding that thing. He's like, I don't know what I think. Let me look over here.
They had a good smooch.
Yes, they did have a good smooch.
That was good.
Yeah, lots of other girls I liked, but nobody like stood out to me that much. I mean, it's night one. Nobody really ever does.
Yeah.
Okay, moving into cringe. Christina. She's the content creator from Nashville that came in on the party bus. You know Christina.
Can I get it back?
Yep, she's this girl right here.
Oh, her. Oh, she was one of my, she would have been on my faves a little bit.
Yeah, no.
But just in this episode, she could, I think she's a small doses for me.
Yes. No, because I'm like, that's why when she is kind of in the cringe category, but she's also in the obsessed category because like, there was a likability factor to her.
Yeah.
And I liked in the credits when she was talking about Kegels. Yeah. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
And like she has funny moments, but like something about her was cringe as well to me.
I
like,
agree. Some of like the fuck me eyes she was giving to him, like across the room, like biting her lip.
Dude,
and, like,
no, during the speech.
Yeah.
During the speech, I wondered if anybody caught that. I wondered
multiple times.
I mean, literally giving the fuck me eyes like bad, like literally into his soul.
There's like some parts of her that are definitely cringe and corny, but
well, and like also like the party bus ended up being fun, but like originally I was like cringe, where it was just like coming off silent, like
like you definitely need some vibes, but then all of a sudden everybody's in there and it is a rager inside of
and that's when I said good call, funny.
Yeah. And I was watching her face when the other girls enter the party bus with them, and she's like, hey, come take a seat, like, and I'm just looking at her being like, you know, where like, I mean, even if you were fully dating that man and he wasn't dating those women, a bunch of hot girls come on the bus with you, welcome girls.
I'd be pissed. I'd be like, this is my thing.
This was my idea, now we're all chugging champagne.
Yeah, for real. But I mean, like, it did kind of work out in the end.
And how did my question was behind the scenes, who said, all right, let's all exit the party bus and head back inside and shut off, like, did they shut off music and stood silent in there, turn on the lights? And,
it's like parents are home.
Yeah, you know, where it's like at some point that did have to die down.
Yes. And then it's like everyone just has to exit. Like, okay, sorry.
Lights on, walking out the bus.
Oh my God. Another cringe. This is obvious, Madison. I mean,
total self-sabotage there.
Yeah.
Like, just having her expectations for what, like, she was supposed to do, he was supposed to do, and how the evening was supposed to go, had it up to here.
Yeah.
And then just totally screwed it all.
Yeah, I think she would have probably stayed if she didn't
talk to him once. I think she had a better chance.
Yes.
Like, not saying a word all night.
Yes.
Sneaking through.
Yes.
Or like ending it with the one convo you had and it was fine. You didn't get the kiss. That's okay. Over half of the girls haven't either. Like,
no, and also it's like, I hate nothing more than when the lead is not the one initiating the kiss. Yes. Because it's like,
even on the cue cards when it's a joke of like, in the last surprise, like, you know, it's like, kiss, would you kiss me? I hate that. I want it to be in the moment.
Yes, real.
I want him to ask for my consent.
Literally, absolutely. Because also it's like, we always say this with The Bachelorette, where it's like when the girls do that stuff, like, or where they demand that they kiss them, you know, like no one in this season besides Madison made it happen, but it wasn't like, I mean, it was weird, but it wasn't as weird as I've seen it before.
Katie did on her little cards thing, but it was cute. At the end of
Christina?
like this or that. Was that who it is?
Christina, yeah.
Christina?
Yeah.
Well, then, that's wrong. I forgot. Sorry, it's right there. I'm like, yeah, Mare, it's Katie. Oh my God.
But
no, Christina.
Yeah, no, I agree, because it's like, then it's just not real. And it's like, also when the roles are reversed, it's like the guys don't do that to the Bachelorette.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, because they're like, she's the lead.
Yeah.
We're going to wait till she's ready. But with the girls, they're like, mine.
Yeah.
Give me that lip.
And it's like, if he's already kissing everybody, I can see how you'd compare yourself to be like, well, if they've all kissed, then they're definitely getting a rose, when that's not necessarily true. Where, if anything, you could be the different one that they all have kissed. Now he's just kissed everybody. He's not even paying attention to who he kissed. Wait till it's your guys' one-on-one, or you get a separate time where you're the only one he kissed that night. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, two girls got kissed at the date party or something. Yeah. Like, instead of all of them.
Yes, exactly. And it's like, there's plenty of time to kiss him. Don't worry. Mm-hmm. Next one that was cringe for me is Jess. She was also first out of the limo covered in glitter. It's the truth. She was.
No, I know. We're being dicks.
I am.
Oh, no. Because saying why I'm laughing.
Hey, Sierra covered herself in glitter, and I was like, yes, ma'am.
I'm all about, I got glitter fucking spray for sure.
Yeah,
but she's giving me tinsel fairy.
Yes. It's Tinsel Fairy because also like
super cute.
She did like it's like that new trend where you put like a lot of blush like into your eyeshadow and on your cheeks, so it was like really pink right here, and then like the dewy glowy look with the glitter everywhere. Completely agree, Fairy Princess.
Like 13 Justice.
Yes.
Limited to.
Yeah.
But like gorgeous. Like don't get me wrong, she's so pretty, but that's totally like Girl Next Door meets rave.
Yes.
Fairy rave.
EDM girly.
Yeah.
But something about her is shy girl.
Yeah,
shy girl next door
mixed with a freaking bed. I know it.
She
I
is.
Just know it.
Steph called that one.
Yeah.
And she called it from across the room.
Yeah.
You did. I didn't even go there, but as soon as I saw it, I go, yup.
Yeah.
The-
She's got some tips and tricks.
Why I didn't like Jess is because when they had their conversation, all they could talk about was how cute each other were. And I hate that.
He does a lot of repeating what the other people are saying a little bit.
Right.
Like, which is fine. He's like listening, but it's almost like he doesn't really know what to say. So they're like, so great to see you. So great to see you. Was awesome meeting you. Was awesome meeting you. I'm like, well, that was more to Madison when she was leaving. But I'm like, he literally repeated for word for word.
It's just with Jess where it's like, it was like I could tell she wanted to think of anything else to say to him. And it's like all she could keep saying is, you're so cute. You're so handsome. You're handsome on TV, but you're handsomer in person. Like, I just can't get over how cute you were. And then literally when she has her ITM, she goes, so I think he thinks I'm cute. I go, I'm gonna lose it.
That's as far
Enough
as
of the cute. Like, enough.
Yeah.
Like, everyone in this room is stunning, pretty cute. Okay? We don't need to go there.
Yeah. Would be very humbling to be in that room.
Would be the most humbling shit of my life.
Like, literally, I just lay down at night being like...
Because it's like every single...
I need a lot of work done.
Every girl in there is a 10. Where I go, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, batter up.
Batter up.
You know, it's like these girls are all walking through life being like, I'm the hottest one
absolutely.
in the room. And then that would be just like the hardest part about not getting time is because all these girls their whole life have been wanted and been told and like literally first one to be picked. And then it's like, you ain't getting time. Sorry.
Tough pill to swallow.
Tough pill to swallow. Shit. Honorable mentions. These are just things that me and Steph randomly thought of that I thought were worth mentioning. One is Anastasia. She's the girl that came in with the pantsuit that she was coming from a business meeting.
She's the kind of girl that I get on a Zoom business call with her and she's ready to rip me a new one.
Yeah, and she's got her camera on.
And camera on?
And she's saying, where's your camera? Where's your camera? Put it on. And I'm like...
Yeah, under-delivered.
Yeah.
And I would end the call with her and cry.
Yeah. She is giving New Yorker energy. Like, just when she came out of that, was like, let me just freaking get my suit on. And then she walks up and she's like, hey... I'm Anastasia. Wouldn't be here if you weren't. Thanks. Like, it's just like, I mean, confident, calm. She was giving me like a little business advice in that intro. And then she walks on with her business casual.
Yeah, it is the cigarette pants.
Yeah, it's the cigarette pants. And it's like, that's, me and Steph were just talking about this. We love a suit.
A good matching set pantsuit business. That, like, you could totally do wonders.
Yes, absolutely. And I think it would be a standout moment.
Totally.
I'm like, I love a good pantsuit.
And that's so in too, you know, of
totally.
Like that.
Where it's like, even if you did like a bandeau with the suit and like a sparkly
that would
thing.
Be cute.
Yes.
Like a 2-piece set.
Yes. But that's not what we got. That's just not what we got. And you know what? That's fine. Everybody's got a different style, but I'm just saying, like, we've got pageants and prom and business casual.
She reads books, she's on her laptop, and she's on time.
Yes. Those 3 things. Okay, next up, honorable mentions, Bailey. Bailey with the daily. I don't even know. The girl that was on the After the Final Rose, and he forgot her name, where she literally came up with a rhyme that says, like, on the daily, you gotta remember Bailey. And then he goes, on the daily with Balin. And she goes, I'm not sure.
I didn't even watch his Final Rose thing of like when
I didn't
he
either.
all that up.
I didn't either. So I was like Balin. And it's funny because I can only imagine doing that shit live. Like, I'd be so nervous. And that's what he was. And that's like, so
you
then.
You can't remember everybody's names like that.
And also, it's like, bro, when you're in.
He found out in that moment. Too. Like,
yes.
You know, like all of his buddies from the season 2 had all been up for grabs of maybe being a contender. It's like, I just found out in that moment.
Literally. So all of that was pretty cringe. And like, you can tell she's butthurt about it for sure. She's like, I don't know what a Balin is, but like Bailey and daily, like that's why I rhymed. Okay. And then she's still doubles down on the joke, wears a name tag that says Bailey. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, I'm so sorry. I was so nervous. I was just in the moment. Like, I'm so sorry. And then she's like, are you?
Yeah.
And when she said that, I go, ooh, are you? Like, he's like, yeah, I am. But then he turned it around with a good old smooch-a-looch. I go, whoa.
Yeah, where I was like, where did that
Has that ever happened in Bachelor history? Like, literally.
Where it wasn't the force, you know,
where it wasn't the forced card, yeah. Where it's like, where he has said, I'm going to kiss you. The lead has said when she's out the limo.
Like, because it...
I did.
Sense, but I literally was like, because I'm like, I know she's from the last rose ceremony. I'm like, is this a playoff of what happened last time, or is he literally just in the moment wanted to kiss her?
I backed it up. That's so funny you said you wish you did, because I did. I go, wait, one more time, please. Yeah. Just because he was like, I wanted her to know that I was sorry and that I liked her and all this stuff, and like we had a moment, and I'm like, ugh.
I love that he's taken opportunities.
Yes, he is. And also,
he is a man of action.
Yes, he is. And also, he's like honest, which is I mean, that's his thing he's been preaching, but like when Madison kissed him, he was like, he's like to the camera like,
gross.
Didn't love that. Like, I mean, like literally honest as hell.
Yeah, and like not even just
where that happens all the time, and the guys are like not into it, but they don't say anything.
Didn't overdo it when he sent Madison home. Was just like, yeah, that wasn't it. Anyways, let's move on. Like,
yeah, for real. Another honorable mention is Brianna. She got America's First Impression Rose. She came in as Rose, and she's the new Bachelorette.
She is the princess of Genovia.
Mia Thermopolis is in the house.
My princess.
Yes. And I mean, let me tell you though, her skin, her face, her hair, all about it. I mean, signed, sealed, delivered, take it to the bank, cash it. I'm just like,
sweet home,
Alabama. I mean, gorgeous queen.
Yeah, and when Caitlyn,
Katie,
God damn it, is that
Katie?
Christina,
content creator, Christina.
This is bad that I'm starting to do that already. Christina, where she was like, is that roses on your dress?
Yeah.
And she goes, no. And she goes, and she's like, no, but it looks so good. Like,
yeah, for real. Like, literally also when she's like, it wasn't planned.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally wearing roses all over your dress holding a rose.
Oh my God, I didn't even notice that my dress was made from roses. Like, it literally is one giant rose.
Also, I could totally see the producers making her wear that though.
Yeah, it's not one giant rose.
100%. Yes. A billion roses.
They totally did, yeah.
Okay, potential villains. Madison obviously was a villain, but she's gone now. Couldn't take the heat. Gotta get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, could not take the heat.
Well, I mean, just some of the lines she was saying were cracking me up, where she's like, I gave up my whole life for him. I go, wait, what?
Like, we need to just pump the brakes, take a breath, and like, not everything has to be signed, sealed, delivered tonight.
No.
What did you really expect? Like,
right, for sure.
The fact that you even got to talk to him one time, and then you went and ruined it by forcing and pushing your expectations.
Well, and also remember them doing the gritty over and over. She's like, let's gritty back.
Why are we
Come
doing
on.
that? Come on.
And he's like, enough of the gritty. And she's like, come on, one more time. I'm like, okay, please don't make him do that shit. Yeah. I hate that.
I know it.
Next potential villain is Bailey. Something about her, I don't know what it is. I think it is the are you sad comment, or are you, sorry comment. Something I didn't like about it. Also, she looks just like somebody I don't like. So maybe that's why.
That's definitely an issue. I agree with you.
Twins.
Yeah.
Scary. Yeah. We both got some drama there. So, yeah. But I'm like, I don't know, something about her taking too much. And all the girls are like grilling him on like, what's my name? What's my name? It's like, there's 30 of you. Holy crap.
Drop it.
I know.
Him forgetting the names at the rose ceremony to drop it.
You just met.
I would be surprised that he even remembered he did that.
No. Really think about all the events we did when executives would be like, hi, my name. Could not remember.
In one ear, out the other. It's not on purpose. I really try. And I know all the tips and tricks. Repeat the name. Look him in the, think about.
But it's like when you're meeting 5 people at a time, it's like, okay.
Sorority rushing, any of that.
Oh.
You got bios. You have to write notes right after because you forget everybody that's one after another sitting with you. And it's like the small talk. Where it's like, what did we cover? To try to, even how we have points of people.
Yeah.
Like, what about them? Like, I wonder what it's like for him to go in the back room. I mean, we have that one Netflix series or whatever, but like to be like before the rose ceremony.
Oh, yeah.
All right, she was who? Like,
right, yeah.
Ugh.
Because, I mean, that happened to Jesse Palmer, of all people.
But they only say like 3 names at a time now, right? And then they get the next 3 or something. Yeah.
But that was Jesse when he accidentally said the wrong name, and then the girl came forward, and he was like, you can stay if you want. And she's like, I'm going to stay. Like,
okay,
oh my God.
Perfect.
Yeah. Next potential villain, Brooklyn. Brooklyn was the one that swore multiple times on live TV.
Can I get a photo?
Yes. You don't like her. You got the same vibe that I did, her.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Like,
she was the one that swore. And also, I'm like, for some reason when I saw it, why did I feel like it was like intentional? I mean, it must not be. What did she
say?
I think she said shit or fuck, one of the two.
Okay.
She's like, holy shit, I said shit on live TV. Like, she was like, bleep, bleep, bleep.
Oh.
And I go, Zach doesn't seem like a potty mouth guy.
No.
Also, it's live. It's his first moment as the it just like, I'm like, ooh, girly, that's rough.
And the previews are giving me like mixed signals here of like, she's gonna either have a problem with somebody or be the problem.
Right.
I'm not sure.
Well,
who did she tell? Was she the one that told somebody else? Can you keep your mouth shut for once?
Yeah, I think so. And also, I will say, like, who these potential villains are, I chose before I saw the preview, because I added Katie back in as a potential villain after I watched the preview, but before, she wasn't giving me villain energy. But then when I watched the preview, I go, oh, doozy, you're gonna be a problem. Like, yeah. And then also what I didn't like another like mean girl energy Brooklyn moment was when Christina came in off the party bus and she's like, what, are you a bus driver? And she goes, do I look like a bus driver? Where I go, obviously we can all infer if you're coming off a party bus, you're not the one driving it. Hello?
Oh my gosh, I missed that.
Yeah, I'm like, it was just one of those comments where I go, do you not like think about the things you say before you say it?
Yeah, kind of giving me a negative vibe there.
Yeah, so I don't know about that. And then also I had it written down, but then I took it off. Greer is the one that won the first impression rose. For some reason in her little intro clip, because they showed her intro clip, I thought she had villain energy. Something about her was giving me like, you're going to be a villain. Right. But then when she actually talked to Zach, I go, you're a sweetie pie.
I know, I like her.
I'm like, you're cute.
Yeah,
cute. And I like that he chose her because it's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, she's like gorgeous, but it wasn't like, she seemed the most natural out of all of them.
Or not the bombshell. And they're all the girls all pageant style.
Yes.
You know, and it's like she definitely gave like cute and comfortable. Like,
like her hair wasn't in perfect ringlet curls, and like she kind of had it a little messy, and like was just wearing like a chill dress.
Yeah, like kind of simple makeup.
Yeah. Where I was surprised. I'm like, okay, but they just had such a good flow of their conversation. Yeah. So, loved her as well, but we'll see, because anybody can be a villain. And then the kiss count was, let's count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kisses. And it was Bailey, and then Katie, and then Christina. She was the one that did the flashcards. Mm-hmm. And then Greer. And you caught this.
That's where the consent comes
in. Thank you. Consent is sexy. Thank you. But no, Greer, I had to write this down, and you caught it too, where it's like literally all the girls are watching, and they're like, she leaned in. She leaned in though, like as if she was the one that wanted it.
No, she's the one that initiated that.
Yeah. Well, he said, I want to kiss you, and she goes, yeah, baby.
It wasn't even just like who leaned in a little first. It's like he straight up said, I want to kiss you. And they're like, oh no, it was her, and I go,
we got
jump through the screen.
Check tape. All right.
Yeah.
And then Madison, which we know that was forced, and then Charity, and then Jess. And Jess is just, like you said, freaking the sheets. She's giving me the fuck me eyes, 100%. She's giving me them, so I can only imagine being Zach.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that was night one. Whew, we blew through that.
And Lord knows what's to come.
Oh my God, I'm pumped for this season.
Yeah,
all the way it's shaken out from night one is saying yes, ma'am.
I can't wait. I mean, who's to tell? Gossip of the week, baby. Let's kick it off with Kylie Jenner and some updates.
Wow.
The one that we care the most about.
Yeah, let's start off with that.
Her baby boy.
Aire.
It's one of those things, the moment I saw it on my feed, I felt like the moment that Molly May announced that she was pregnant, and it's like, what do you mean? We needed a press conference. I needed like 24 hours to like prep for this reveal.
She goes, I needed a text in advance.
Yeah, I go, it's actually rude that I didn't get like notified ahead of time, and I know everybody says that, but that's how I feel. It's like, I'm like, is this actually the moment?
No, I saw it and I go immediately send. Like, what?
And I wonder what her like thought process was of waiting till then, but also if we remember from some of her like her YouTube videos or whatever, like get to know her or whatever, she's talked about how, or it was like about like Kylie Skin and Kylie Baby or something, but how her management team was like, yeah, she'll just decide one day, all right, we're revealing it. She'll just see that she's launching something before it's ready, like just because she posted on Instagram or whatever. So she sometimes randomly on a whim just is like, let's just do it.
Right. I mean, so it's been At this point, it's been almost a year.
Yeah, because of February.
Yeah.
It's like 22 or
Yeah, so February 2nd is his birthday, so he's almost a year old.
Is it February 2nd or is it the 22nd?
Oh, it's the 22nd. Yeah, you're right. It's the 22nd.
Yeah. But so I'm like, it wasn't on the birthday, but Aire, I think that's so cute. Even though somebody said in like another language it might mean penis. That's stupid. I'm like, okay, every name you could probably mix and match like that or whatever.
Have a different meaning. But Stormy and Aire, I mean, love it.
Aire, is he not the cutest thing?
Such a sweet baby. Oh the my eyes. God. He looks like Stormy.
Yeah. 100%.
Yes.
Like their eyes are Kylie's eyes. Like,
yes.
So cute.
Love it.
I'm obsessed.
God. And also her and Travis are apparently on a break.
I'm wondering if it's from the other girly.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah. Maybe.
But I'm bummed about it. You never know with them, which is my thing is like, how does he, besides that one thing coming out about him having that other girl or whatever, because she came out saying that.
Right.
But it's like, we never know if there's a full breakup, like even with Kendall and her boyfriends.
Right.
You know, it's like, we know when Tristan steps out of line by an inch, Chloe is exposed all over the world.
Yes.
With Kylie and Kendall, we don't know what their men are up to. We hear little things, nothing's ever like
in stone though.
Yeah, like
maybe the reason that they don't talk about Travis on the show is because he's a baby daddy.
Well, I just mean in general, like gossip, like in general. Like, you know, it's like we're always Tristan, one little thing out of line, exposed. As if Travis and, you know, maybe some of the Devin Booker or those guys haven't ever stepped out of line once. Like, that's the first thing we've heard about Travis, like, cheating. When they, or the, like, her and Kylie and Travis even breaking up, like, we'll get rumors and then they're posting together again in a month or two, but there's no definitive, like, gossip there.
I wonder if it's because they're just smarter than Tristan.
I think so.
Yeah, because I'm like, I bet
just
Travis
has things under wrap a little bit.
Yeah, if Travis is hooking up with somebody, I bet there's a million NDAs that are signed.
So
a million.
I don't know how that slipped through the cracks. But
maybe she just doesn't care.
Yeah. Like, and then they're just not spotted together and we're like, oh, I guess there's a breakup, but we don't know what or why.
Right.
But I feel like everybody else we knew Kim and Kanye broke up in 2 seconds. We knew her and Pete broke up. Like,
that's very, very true.
But her and Kendall they know how the magic works, I guess.
Yeah, because it's like they're constantly
under lock and key.
Yeah, under lock and key. Okay, next up is the diss tracks. Let's start off with Miley's. Wow. I guess I wasn't aware of how bad of a cheater Liam was and like all of that.
Right.
Like, I did not know.
And I knew they've had their ups and downs, their problems. I know he struggled with addiction. She's had her own issues
I knew the
well.
addiction, but I didn't know about the cheating.
I didn't either. I don't know how this went over her heads for years.
14 girls? 14? She releases this new song, Flowers, and it's kind of, I'm sure everybody's seen it. It's like the Bruno Mars song, whatever, but
spin-off.
Here are the highlights. She's wearing the suit that he's worn. Like, when she's in the suit, that's like the same suit he's worn before. Other Easter egg is the house. Apparently, that's the exact house he would take the mistresses.
Yeah, and she filmed her music video there.
Then the other one is the working out scenes. I guess he would always tell her when he was cheating on her, he was going to work out, but then he was actually going to cheat on her. And then also, what was the other ones? There were more. Obviously, the song itself, like, they danced to it at their wedding. Danced to it at their wedding, which we were just talking about this, where I go, that's not like a happy song.
Right.
It's like talking about a dude that like screwed up.
What he should have done.
Yeah, and it's like, I hope the next guy treats you better than me.
Right.
You know, where I'm just like, what?
And I could see at the time that was kind of like a lovey song, or like, you know, it was in maybe, but like if we look at the words, the lyrics. Not much of a wedding song. And also my thing is just like, if you guys have been broken up for a minute or divorced or whatever, it's kind of just like she chose to go for the jugular here. Yeah. Or like, you know, to kind of resurface all of these things, even if these are Easter eggs that we're all reaching for and she didn't even mean it by that, which that's...
Well, also...
She's got to be reaching if she thinks that we're not...
She released the song on his birthday?
Yeah.
Like, come on!
You're asking for it. Like, we've got to be onto something here. Yeah. Everybody does. But at the same time, I'm like, we couldn't have just kind of let it go.
No.
Almost for like your own well-being, but maybe this is her way of letting it go, is like through her music.
Well, I showed that music video to Allie, and she was like, I didn't realize she was still hurt like this. And I was like, I didn't either.
I thought it's been a minute. We could kind of move on. It. Like,
yeah.
It's shitty. Fuck it.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
And
but
I think it's, because we bring it back to the last song.
Yeah.
And it's just, when they're in the car driving in the truck, and it's the
Maroon 5 song.
Yes, I know.
And she will be loved. Fuck you.
Oh, I would pretend I was in that scene.
That was such a, when that movie came out, that we were at the perfect age. We were like 14 and we were like, Miley's.
And that's when she turned to like, teenage Miley.
And
or
it
like,
was
no
longer Hannah. She's Miley
and,
now.
What was the other one? What's the other song?
When I Look at You.
When I
look at you. And she's on the piano. Just
at the bottom of the ocean.
Is that song?
Well, I think it's part of the soundtrack for that movie. Or whatever. Like, that was around the same era. Like, I just loved that.
Well, and especially the moment where she goes to the house for the wedding and she comes in the purple vintage dress.
Spraying each other down with mud.
Oh, my goodness.
It's just a bummer that, shit had to go the way it did for them.
Men are trash. You're trash. Speaking of men being trash, let's move on to Shakira.
Oh.
Well, her husband's cheating on her, so that's great. Love that these men are out here just cheating.
And she finds out because of the jam being open, her special jam that nobody else eats. And it's like, why is that eaten when I return?
And also, it's like, he hates jam.
Yeah.
Like, he's never eaten it
Nobody's
before,
eaten
ever. So it's like, that is some sleuthing, like the best of them.
And we got a good story.
We do have a good story.
This one hits home.
A tale to tell.
Yes.
So when we were in high school, one of our friends was talking to this guy, and she kind of had some feelings. Like, something was going on underneath the surface, but we were never able to catch it.
Yeah.
Because it was just, like, this guy was a relatively, like, good guy.
Yeah,
like
a part of our friend group.
Yeah, not one that we would assume right out the bat that would be having these little meetups.
Mm-hmm. But a flirty personality, and that we wouldn't also put it past them.
Absolutely.
And when some of their signs are dinging, we need to find solid proof. And we found that solid proof.
It's when she got into his car, across the dashboard was a strand of hair.
Specific strand of hair that is a different texture, different look to it than her own.
And it's something that I could recognize that hair out of a lineup.
Me too.
And so could she.
Because we know that person.
We know it.
It's his ex-girlfriend.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
And she peels that specific strand of hair and is like, you've been cheating.
And she didn't even say anything either. She came over. She did come over. She essentially wrapped that thing in her pocket and said, I'll save that for later.
She said, let's bag it and tag it. Save it for evidence. Bag it and tag it, baby.
And then she came over to my house, and me and Steph were there, and we listened to Anaconda Don't, amped her up, and said, we're going to figure this shit out right now.
We're calling him now.
Yep, and then we called him, and we said, we know you're cheating, and he admitted it. Right, that we didn't know.
Right then and there, it really wasn't hard to get him to admit that.
We just straight up lied. We didn't know for sure.
One piece of hair is evidence. That could have been old.
But that right there is like why women always figure it out.
Trust your gut.
Yes, and it's like literally the FBI agents within women, the stalking, the figuring shit out. It's like, don't even bother cheating because it always gets found out. Mm-hmm. Stupid boys.
How about your other thing you found out from 1-800-Flowers?
Oh my God. I saw this thing on TikTok, and basically it's this girl that's realizing that if you send flowers, that basically 1-800-Flowers has an entire itinerary of like 10 different apologies. And let me tell you, they're good apologies too. Like, I'll never do this again. I'm so sorry. Thank you for taking me back. I mean, specific. Where I was like, and the girl
sub in a couple names.
Yeah, and the girl's like, basically, and then it's stitched. And the girl is like, so he didn't write that.
She goes, whoa. So you're telling me that, and then she realizes, she sees one of the prompts, and she goes, I've received that exact same prompt.
Yeah, and she goes, so he didn't write that, did he, huh?
Nope. Now we're all, like, scavenging.
Straight, because you know where my brain went was somebody that sent flowers every time they fucked up.
Yeah.
And I go, I would have loved to see that.
I would bet money.
No.
That wasn't from his own mind. I'm like, that was
because they're good, too. They're good. Where I go, whoa, these are actually well thought out apologies. Like, that would sway my brain for sure.
Unless you put specifically what you did wrong.
Be like, now I need receipts. Can I have, like, literally time cards?
Of everything you did wrong specifically.
Absolutely.
And why you're sorry about it.
Yeah, for real. Because now we can't trust nobody out here.
We're all second guessing now.
Yeah, for real. Last thing for Gossip of the Week, the Dubai trip with Tarte.
Beyonce performing. People are staying not only at the Ritz-Carlton villas, but they're staying at Atlantis. It is just... How does one get there?
Yes, how does one get there, and can we have an invite? Mm-hmm. But specifically with Tarte,
everybody's talking about, like, how did they have all that money? Like, that's such an expensive trip. And I don't think it's rocket science either. Like, everybody's saying, where I'm like, yeah, partnerships, brand deals, like, how much... out of like the content that then the views are going to get from having these people there. Like it all will surpass what they're spending.
Absolutely. And also, I saw somebody basically saying like, ever since they had the World Cup in Qatar and like they kind of got some bad press, like it made American tourists kind of look at Qatar and like Dubai in a certain way where it's like maybe we don't want to travel there. And so basically somebody was saying like, I bet Dubai tourism is pushing. That's why they had Beyonce, and maybe they were funding having them stay at the Ritz-Carlton and funding their trips in the Emirates and stuff, because it's like, it is a lot of money, and it also would make sense because out of anywhere you could go, Dubai, I mean, believe me, I would want to go to Dubai, but it's just interesting that they chose that, not like Bora Bora or like Aruba.
Right. I'm glad they didn't do the same old Tulum.
Yeah, for real, I'm over Tulum.
Yeah, we've seen those shots a million times. Like,
but now they're starting a whole new thing where it's like, why didn't any of the influencers use Tarte products while they were there? You catch that?
Mm-hmm. And their get readies and stuff?
Yeah. And in fact, they're talking about other brands being so good. They're like, do you get like Makeup by Mario's? His foundation's amazing. And it's like Alex is straight up using the Rare Beauty blush. Like, it's not even like they were trying to use the products, which I go, is it intentional or not? Like, I don't know. Because it's like some of the other influencers were like at least using the blush. But I just saw that they literally posted on LinkedIn this morning a new brand director and a whole like overseeing of influencer marketing, where someone's like, somebody got fired for that.
Ooh.
Because, I mean, I just don't understand how it wouldn't be in the contract that you had to use Tarte products.
Why was that not put inside ahead of time? Because it would have been.
I get them being honest and using the products that they like, which I respect. And I think that if they were working it into the contract, they still could have said, use your normal stuff. Like Alex still use your white eyeliner. That's like a thing you do. Meredith, use the shit ton of foundation that you do. But it's like, they didn't even use anything. Like I would have been like, okay, you need to use the new concealer, the new bronzer, and the blushes. Everything else, you can keep your own.
Yeah, or like you have to talk about one of our products at least once in the videos if you talk about other products. Like, something to cover their bases with that.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing when I watched their 3 trifecta or whatever, Get Ready With Me. I go, they're talking about everything, every brand but Tarte.
And the thing is we can all agree that Tarte has great products. Like, look at your freaking
lip gloss.
Yes. Yeah. Best lip gloss on the market. Yeah. I mean, honestly, the Tarte lip gloss rocks.
Their little, the eyeshadow palette I use from them is very similar to the Mario palette.
Yeah. Well, and Shape Tape. It's like literally everybody loves Shape Tape. It's like, I just didn't get it.
Well, and it's like, you just walked into that room and you have 100 new products to try.
Yeah.
How are you not wanting to make videos of just trying those products? Like, I get a box drum, I'm trying to use those products over my others just like when you first get them.
Right, totally.
So
I just thought that was interesting. And either way, I mean, I'm sure Tarte's sales increase.
We're all talking about it. Tarte.
Exactly, yeah.
We're all sleeping thinking about Tarte.
And it's like, even if they spent, let's say they spent $200 to $300 on everything, it's like, well, Alex charges like $80,000 for one video. Yep. And she's posting all of this content organically by herself, not being like #ad. All the content of like getting there, packing, then showing the room, then doing the get ready with me. So it's like all of that is organic, real content.
Yeah.
That is like Tarte trip. Yeah. So it's like, I bet it panned out in the end, because then I was even thinking like, was it a marketing tactic to not have them use the products? But then I'm like, that just seems so backwards. No, I'm like, that just seems so backwards.
Yeah, the whole point is to push Tarte.
Exactly.
Like, that is a good point. And I thought it was funny too how like the Mian twins, the other girl that they were
Monet.
With. Yeah, Monet.
I love Monet.
I love
Monet. And she's so funny and like cool too. She's cool girl definition.
She is.
When she's even talking about doing her errands.
Oh.
Literally, I watch her wax her armpits and I go, cool girl. Cool girl energy over here.
It could never be me, but love it for you. But they, and then they were with Alex or whatever, and they're getting ready.
Yeah.
But how Alex, she was like, I went to the yoga thing. They're like, you went?
I know.
And then they're like, when we heard, not required or whatever. Yes. She goes, we heard not a requirement. And we were like, let's do something else.
Well, and then it was cracking me up because they were like, oh, if you were going, I would have gone. If you were going, I would have gone. It's like,
they grabbed onto Alex so fast. And they have got her by the neck.
Because it's like all four of those
all your videos. Let's get ready together.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yes. Because everybody was wanting Monet and Alex to have like a part, like kind of like link up in Dubai. Mm-hmm. And then I love the Mian twins too. So I'm like, they're stunning. But I mean, like the other people on the trip, I go, everyone's looking at those four being like, yep.
Sweet. They clicked.
That's what you, right there, those four is probably what they could have spent alone on brand deals.
Yeah.
Instead of sending them to Dubai. Because I'm like, think about it. If Alex charges 80 grand, let's say Monet charges 60, and then Rihanna can charge 50. Right there is 200 grand. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
it's a very good point.
I loved it. I was
happy for everybody.
Happy for everybody that went to Dubai. Wish it was me.
Yep.
Next
time. We'll get them next time, girls.
I want to see Dubai. Or I want to see Beyonce.
I want to see Dubai.
I want to see Dubai. I want to see Beyonce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heard it's pretty good.
Heard it was really good.
She did the octaves in
Arabic.
Yeah.
I don't even know. What? Let me perform.
Yeah. Go with me.
And it was damn freaking good. It was like the
And Blue Ivy was there, even though there was a little tussle there of who's in the spotlight, and she grabbed her by her hair, and I was like, move.
Yeah.
But, you know, Beyonce gets funny when people try to take her spotlight.
She's literally straight up been like, Jay-Z, back up!
Daughter off the stage.
Yeah.
Find your own flight home.
Mama's performing.
Mama's here.
Mama's getting hot at the body shop. Okay.
That is a wrap.
Oh my gosh, we had a lot to cover, ladies.
Yeah. Well, that is
and gents.
Sure. Okay. All right, Snitches, that's a wrap on this week's episode. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, leave a review.
And we will see you, Snitches, next week for another gossip update.
Sean.
Back in business.
Actually, stupid.
Also, really quick side note, do you ever, when we catch each other in this mirror?
Yeah, hey.
Hey.
Look at you, like.
See, it's gotta go. The other influencers. Sorry.
That's crazy.